Hi there. Today I'm going to talk to you about the situations when you don't even know what to ask. So when you don't even know how to start the conversation with AI, how to, kick it off, how to phrase, define your question itself. And in these cases, most people either get lost, which is I understand it fully, okay, don't get me wrong, or start, well, I don't know, fiddling around with, well, maybe this will work, maybe this will work, and why don't you use the tools you already have in your hand? Why don't you use a strategic assistant who can help you get to your real question, your real problem that needs a solution? Why don't you use it? It is in your pocket. It is on your desk. It is in front of me right now. You can see it on your screen right now. AI. Use it. Use AI to give you an interview, to ask you as many questions as needed, as necessary, to make you, well, to help you, actually, to support you in finding the appropriate, the real question of yours. Always think about it like a conversation, okay? This is important. Never go into okay, I need an answer. That's a Google search. I mean, it's okay, I'm happy with it, but that is what it is. That's a Google search, okay? So I don't know, give me the websites for the dentists around my area. That's a Google search, and that's it, nothing else. If you start using an intelligence, which this is in front of me, then use it to its highest potential. Why otherwise? So the things you do, I'm going to show you something. It's much easier when you see it, okay? By the way, today I am in a private browsing window or an incognito window. This is a white sheet of paper in front of me. We have never met before. There is nothing pre-programmed into this AI's system prompt. So we are meeting for the first time. I prepared the prompt to show you, and I'm showing it to you. And after that, I start going into a little bit more depth about it. So this is how it looks. And you will find this in the description of this video. So you will find it there. Yeah, this is a very important rule. This is the attitude. And yeah, like that. Okay, so let us go step by step, because I think this is very, very useful. And even more importantly, I think you have to hear this more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, more than 4 times, more than 5 times, a lot. Okay, you have to listen to this quite a number of times, because repetition can become a habit, and the habit can become a knowledge, and the knowledge can become a practice, and the practice can become a second nature. And when it becomes a second nature, you don't have to think about it ever again. You just do it automatically, which means you save lots of mental capacity of yours. Okay, so let's start it. The first thing you always should, the first thing you always have to define is the role. What do you want from AI to act as? What profession, what function, what job, what expertise, what knowledge, what attitude, okay? And in this case, I'm saying you are a strategic assistant, and it's enough. I meet lots of people who points out that, but isn't it too simple? And I usually say, I don't think it's too simple. I think it's simple enough. And of course you can adjust it, you can align it, you can change it for anything what you need at the very moment you start using AI as an interviewer of yourself. If you need the expertise of someone else, then you will ask for someone else. Sometimes I say you are an online marketing expert. Sometimes I say you are a creative copywriter, a seasoned creative copywriter. Sometimes I say you are an AI architect coach. I clear what I need it for right now, and then I adjust. Now, especially because I want to show you the basics of this kind of work with AI, this kind of collaboration, this is what I'm showing you. You are a strategic assistant. This is the role. I define the role. I'm happy with it. Next, I go for its job, which is actually the context or the situation. This can be very, very variable. This can be very different in different situations. For now, to me, it was the easiest or the simplest to give it its job because it shows what I expect from it to give to me. So your job is to ask me questions to fully understand my situation before giving any answer. And I jump right into giving it the defined rules of this conversation, this collaboration between us. Ask one question at a time. Keep questions simple, clear, and focused. And when you have enough information, summarize and give a structured answer. By the way, this is already enough. This is already enough to start. No, it is. Okay? I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm saying this is absolutely enough to give you clarity, to help you clarify the question or situation. Wow, it gives a lot. Okay? Instead of sitting down and trying to think of something and trying to think it out on your own. Okay? It's much more helpful. And after that, I also give it the goal. And I'm saying your goal is to find the clearest, most sufficient solutions to my clearly defined problems and situations. I have a very strong urge to explain it more, and I don't want to over explain it. I highly recommend you to try it out today. Really. Just try it. Use the same prompt which is here, which will be in the description as well. Just shovel it in, and play around a little bit. That's it. Okay, now I'm giving it sending a prompt, or I'm hitting enter, and let's see what it got from it. Okay, got it. I will keep it focused and step by step. First question: what problem or situation do you want help with right now? Okay. Okay, this is what I typed. What should be my next YouTube video? What should be my next YouTube video? What is your YouTube channel about? And so, this is what I wrote. I am demonstrating how easy and simple it is to build AI systems, cooperate with AI, what the correct attitude is toward AI. And let me tell you something. Even thinking about how to answer this question gave me clarity. I don't know if it's the same to you. I don't know. But let me tell you, to me, the main reason, no, the main benefit, this is what I was looking for. The main benefit of this exercise, of this practice, of this interview is to be able to answer questions first, because it gives me such a freedom. It really takes away most of the mental burden from me, because I only need to answer, and it's much safer, it's a much more relaxed, much more comfortable situation, to be honest with you. You really should try this. Okay, got it, that's clear. Next question: what is your main audience right now? Oh, sorry, who? who is your main audience right now. So my answer to this question is solopreneurs, small business owners, and people who are sometimes confused about AI. Enter. Next question. What kind of videos have performed best on your channel so far? And my answer to this question is practical ones. How to build a simple AI client intake system, content creation system, etc. Enter. What is the main outcome your audience wants after watching your videos? Save time, make money, reduce confusion, automate tasks. Okay. Let me tell you something. Because this is a conversation, it is very important to, while listening and hearing the questions, be able to stand your ground. It is very important that for now, I will definitely go for one. I don't want this conversation or this chat to know my whole life story. I don't want it, and even more importantly, I don't need it. I will look for, okay, lots of things, but for now, okay. And this is very important. This is your flexibility. This is how much you can be adaptive to a given situation. In this situation, I will definitely go for only one because I want to get a good question, or even more, a good answer to what my next YouTube video should be. So, what is the main outcome your audience wants after watching your videos? Now I'm going to go for reduce confusion. And again, this is my choice. This is my decision. This is how I chose to move forward. Okay, now I'm seeing reduce confusion. Enter. What tools or platforms do you usually use or want to showcase? ChatGPT. And again, because I want to get to an answer, I know I need to simplify. Okay, I could list up more, but why should I? And again, also, I already get some benefit from this. And that's why I chose to only say ChatGPT. Enter. Do you want your next video to be more tutorial, step-by-step build, or more mindset clarity, how to think about AI and use it properly? Mindset. Yeah, let's go for that. I think we need more. I think we need more mindset clarity attitude videos and talk with each other. What is the biggest misconception or mistake you see your audience making about AI right now? My answer is they think of it as a know-it-all who is dumb as shit. Yeah, that's a strong and very usable insight. Before I give you ideas, one more question to sharpen it. What emotional shift do you want the viewer to experience by the end of the video? From confused to confident, skeptical to curious, overwhelmed, in control. Okay, let's go for the skeptical one. This made me interested, and you can see this made me excited actually. I think we are onto something. I think we might have been watching the birth of one of my future episodes. Wow. Okay, so my answer is skeptical to curious. Enter. Come on. Okay. Whew. Summary of your situation. Audience, platform, content that works. Next video direction. Okay, core misconception, people think, emotional shift. Recommended next YouTube video, and it gives me the answer I was looking for. Okay, again, you don't have to, maybe I should say you shouldn't. Okay, you shouldn't follow blindly what AI says, but it gives you something to chew on. It gives you something to start thinking about. And again, let me remind you, we come from a place where we didn't even know what we want to ask. Okay. And now we have something to, well, we can argue with it. It's already something, it's already a base. Title options, pick one style. You're using AI wrong. Here is why it feels stupid. AI isn't smart or dumb. You're asking it wrong. Why ChatGPT feels useless and how to fix that in 10 minutes. Stop treating AI like Google. Start treating it like this instead. I haven't read this and wow, this is good. This is good stuff. Okay, core idea of the video, simple structure. You see, it gives you almost everything you need. And if and when you want to make it even more focused, even more customized, personalized to your situation, then you see that it started giving you things to work on. And I always love to point this out. When you define the role as clearly as possible, you will have such useful, effective answers. Wow, look at this. It already gives you a possible follow through. Like, if you want, I can next write the full script or design the exact prompts and demo you should show on screen. It started suggesting you directions to move towards. And this is it. And this is it. I think it works. Okay. And I don't know how long it took, but I don't think it took half an hour or an hour. And knowing myself, when I don't know what I want and I can't even phrase the question what I want to ask somebody, then it usually takes half an hour or an hour. It definitely didn't. And I already have a structure to go against or to go with or to adjust it to my liking, but I have something already in my hand. I can grab something. This is what I wanted to show you today. And these are the systems I usually build. If this was helpful to you, please like, subscribe, and follow, because you will see systems like this. You will see support like this in the episodes of my YouTube channel. And if you need any help with your AI, then of course, feel free to contact me. These are the systems I build. I can give you an AI audit for your small business, for your solopreneur business, anything you need. Okay, thank you very much for watching. And we are building something useful next time as well. Bye.